Hello, viewers. You are welcome to another Age of Youth Empowerment series. Today, I have another beautiful doctor joining me for our discussion this afternoon. As you know, I always bring brainy and beautiful people to this program. My guest for our discussion today is Dr. Julia Bananzi. She is a medical doctor and a radiologist. She is an author of many books, the founder and coach of many useful programs for our youth and women. She will be telling us about her programs and her book at the end of the program. Dr. Julia, at the end of this discussion, you tell us more about your books and programs, okay? Right. But there is a new kid on the block, and that is why we are today. It is called the relationship wisdom for teens. And that is our topic for this afternoon. The topic for our discussion today is relationship wisdom for teens. Dr. Julia, you are welcome to our show this afternoon.
Thank you so much. Good to have you. Good to be here. It's a blessing and a joy to join you today.
Nice. You look great. You look stunning.
Thank you so much.
You know, I was telling the last time, I've been following your posts for your programs and all the activities you have. But when I saw the post for relationship wisdom for teens, I was so excited about it. I was like, wow, finally something for our young ones, you know, because anything that is got to do with youth, teenagers, adolescents, I'm so excited and passionate about it because, I mean, this young generation are future leaders and they will be stepping into our shoes soon. Yeah. So we have to be intentional about their grooming. We have to be intentional about the information we feed them because in this era of social media and internet, they are bombarded with all kinds of misinformation and disinformation. So if we are not intentional about feeding them with the right information for them to be able to make informed choices and decisions in life, we would lose them to this canker. So I'm happy and I'm excited about this program, and you're going to tell us more about it. So Dr. Julia, the program Relationship Wisdom for Teens, what is it about? Just tell us about the concept and then throw some light on it for us.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks once again for having me.
Yeah,
what it states in Proverbs 4:7 that wisdom is the principal thing, and therefore we should get wisdom. And with all thy getting, we should get understanding. And I see relationship wisdom for teens as a divine assignment. It is more than a mentorship program. It's been born out of my own personal life story of making wrong relationship choices, going through a devastating divorce, and plus my mission and my purpose of serving heartbroken women. Over the past years, I witnessed that there is a root cause for a lot of the broken relationships. And I saw this clear pattern that many of the marital crises begin right from childhood. It begins from the foundation of our lives. That who raised you? The person who raised you, what kind of wisdom did they have? Where did you grow up? How were you raised? That shapes who we become. We are products of our upbringing and our environment and then our life experiences. So we realize that there are some silent wounds that are shaping us. And we would rather focus on education, go through the motions, get our certificates, but we end up making the wrong relationship choices. I was an excellent medical student, came out as a doctor. I was excelling academically, but I still made poor relationship choices. Why? Because I lack wisdom. And wisdom preserves our lives. And looking back during my healing journey, I realized that growing up without a father created a void in my life. Mommy did her best. She was excellent. But the absence of a father in my life, that I lost my dad very early at age 4, it created a void in my life It affected my self-esteem, how I saw myself, and automatically it's going to affect how I show up in relationships. So although I was smart, book smart, I was a foolish virgin, I always say. I didn't have wisdom to navigate life and to navigate love and relationships. So I get so worried that we are trained to be excellent in our careers. We are trained as doctors, even to become a specialist, you go through years of training. The lawyer is trained, the engineer is trained, and even in our practice as doctors, we have CPDs to upgrade
Exactly.
our knowledge, yes, so that we can still be on top of our game when it comes to our various specialties. We even buy gadgets and they come with manuals. We have a lot of gadgets that are being upgraded. iPhones are being upgraded every time. So what happens to relationships? That the knowledge we receive to be able to show up out there in our careers as excellent, that same knowledge cannot do relationships. It cannot do marriage.
At all.
The time is now for us to get like a blueprint. The time is now for us to have a godly manual to be able to do relationships with. Otherwise, when we continue to approach relationships casually and think that I've gone to school, I have certificates, and interestingly, right after school, we feel like we are ready to jump into relationships and to even jump into marriage. But we are not equipped.
True.
So the time is now for us to intervene. So that is how come relationship wisdom has come to stay, because it's important that we build people with wisdom. We build our kids with wisdom. It is easier to build a wise person, a wise man, a wise woman, than for us to wait and fix them when they are broken.
They are
I
broken.
have been through the healing journey myself. It's so complicated. I'm working with a lot of people who have been broken as well. And it's a whole lot. So it is important. Prevention is better than cure. So the time is up for us to rise up, for us to all join the movement to conquering ignorance, because ignorance has caused many people to perish. And there's this quote that resonates so much with me from Frederick Douglass, which says that it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken. And we should train up the child in the way they should go, so that when they grow, they won't depart from it. So what training are we giving to the kids in the area of relationship? Because if we do not train them, then I don't know what we are expecting to have. I don't know the kind of results that we are expecting to have. So the time is now for us to raise a generation that will be equipped with godly knowledge, so that they can do relationships God's way, and they can do it at the right time. Because the top degrees, the certificates will not build a formidable life. It takes wisdom to build a formidable life. So that is why RWT is here to help solve this wisdom gap, that we step out there, we've graduated, and we step out there to life, and life deals with us because we are not a. And there's this research that really backs what we are doing. I found it, and it was so intriguing that there's this research by the US Department of Health and Human Services, and they realized that relational education, like teaching kids how to relate and all of that, reduces risky choices in life. That when we have given them relationship education, such as emotional conflict resolution, it significantly reduces teen pregnancy, dating violence, and even school dropout rates. So RWT is like a protective strategy to help our kids succeed in life. And there was this other research by American Psychological Association, and they realized that up to like 1 in 3 teens, this one is in the US, but it still helps us, that up
But
to one in 3 experience emotional, physical, and verbal abuse in dating relationships. And all of that was before they turned age 18. And that is because they do not know how to identify red flags. They do not know how to set boundaries. So they always fall for anything, and they end up as casualties. So RWT is here to give your teen what is not taught in the classrooms. You can get your teen to Harvard, you can get him or her to MIT, but they need to learn about relationship choices. They need to get relationship wisdom so that they can build themselves emotionally, spiritually, relationally, and automatically they will be in the right position to make the right choices. So it's a lifetime school.
Yeah.
I would say.
Fantastic, fantastic. In fact, it's a good journey you are embarking on with these ones. And as you rightly put it, it's your calling, and I I agree with you, because it's not everyone who has that expertise. Parents, a lot of parents don't even have that expertise to even train their children in area of relationship. People find it difficult to even start conversation around relationship or concerning relationship with their children. So this is a good project, and you are filling in the gap big time, and it's a good cause. We'll support you in any capacity that we can. Yes. Right. So thank you for shedding more light on the concept and about the program. So let us know some of the benefits, because we want parents to be able to sign their teenagers on this program. So can we not stand to gain when they go through relationship wisdom for teens?
Awesome. Thank you so much for this. Let's dive into it. Relationship wisdom for teens will not be just about giving your kids relationship wisdom. It's going to shape every aspect of their lives, because come to think of it, how do we show in relationships? It emanates from who we are. So the curriculum has been scheduled in such a way that our teens will build the right foundation to do relationships. So it's more like a 360-degree transformation in their lives. Everything that they need to set them up for life, for love and relationships, what the classroom will not give them. First and foremost, we will help them to build a solid relationship with God. Everything revolves around our foundation. So if we do not have a solid relationship rooted in Christ, anytime that challenges hit us, we will just shake and we are not able to pursue all that we are supposed to do here on earth. So we will help them build that strong root in Christ. And purpose clarity will be for sure. They would be able to identify what they have been called to do here on earth, because when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. So we have to let the kids know what they are here to do right from the teen age, so that their friendships, everything you have around you should form part of your purpose. The kind of friendships they will get into, the kind of places that they will put themselves should all revolve around their purpose. So if you do not help them get their purpose early in life, how are they going to find their bearing in life? So we would equip them with tools to help them find their purpose. And we will have what I call it the level up gym. In this gym, we're going to enter this gym and we're going to give them tools that will build them in the area of personal development. We have to be whole before we enter relationships. We have to get to know ourselves, so self-awareness, even personal grooming, financial literacy. See how financial issues can be a problem in a relationship or marriage. Character building, confidence, that some girls cannot even speak up and let us know what they really want. If you cannot communicate, you're going to have troubles in your relationship and in your marriage. So we're going to give them all these tools that will build them to become whole human beings, so that they will be able to relate well. And one thing that really I'm excited about is relationship intelligence. We're going to help them to know how to do relationships. we're going to give them godly discernment. I don't know if there's any course we have ever studied in school teaching us how to discern. That
No.
with all my wisdom as a medical doctor and all of that, I could not discern some red flags, and then I fell in the wrong relationship. So we're going to teach them discernment. We're going to teach them how they can spot even godly friendships. And then whatever we'll be doing will be age appropriate. So for 13 to 15, we'll be building the foundation. Then for the older teens, 16 to 19, we'll be diving more. They really need to do relations. So everything will be age appropriate. We help them how to spot godly partners, how they can build discernment, how they can decode red flags. So everything to build a godly relationship, they will get it in relationship wisdom teams. So it's all about helping them to get wisdom so that they would be able to build formidable lives, and especially to be able to build formidable relationships. So they're going to receive age-appropriate knowledge that will build them up, help them to be grounded in God, help them to be wise in love, help them to be confident in their identity, help them to be emotionally mature. You can have older people and how they are showing
Mm,
for a relationship like, is
mm.
this a
Yeah.
12-year-old man or a
Yeah.
12-year-old woman? So
Mm-hmm.
maturity is so needed, and whatever they would receive will help them to be able to shine in every aspect of their lives and be able to build Christ-centered identity, purpose, and get the tools to be able to manage relationships. So there is a whole lot, it's a lifetime curriculum that we're going to delve in, and it's going to build them 360 degrees, and they'll be able to step out there knowing their bearing and knowing who really fits into their life when the time is right. That is the catch. They're going to do relationships only when the time is right, because the Bible says we should not awaken love before the time is up. So if you are awakening love before the time is up, it comes with a whole lot of casualties. So a parent may think that, oh, my child is just 12 years, 40 years. What is it about relationships? We need to build the right foundation. She has to know herself. She has to know her purpose, her direction. She has to build that relationship with God. She needs all of this to be able to get into the right relationship in the future. So the earlier we start, the better. So there are a lot of benefits, but I hope what I shared has been able to capture most of them. Yeah.
It has, it has. And you know, the age appropriate concept is very important
Yes.
because someone will be thinking, like you rightly said, my child is just 13 because it's 14. So my child just turned 13. What is it about relationship? Maybe I'm telling my child not to enter into relationship before maybe age 20. So if you are now going to introduce relationship, what are you going to talk about? But the age appropriate bit is very important. Yeah, they should know themselves. They should even get to know your last statement. Do relationship when the time is right, because they may not even know that this is not the right time for me to do relationship. So all that foundation is important. I agree with you 100%. So the next item I want us to go into, I don't know whether what you just explained even takes care of that, but let's look at it. We want to know some of the broad topics and areas you'll be covering for teen girls and for teen boys, because I think your program has segmented the two. You are not going to handle teen girls together with teen boys, right? So if you can just mention some of the broad areas you handle with teen girls, and then you go on to tell us some of the areas you will handle with teen boys, so that at least it's all help parents to know that, oh, this thing is, as they say, power packed, and we need to we need to sign up to it.
All right, thanks so much. So for the RWT program, we have what we call the RWT blueprint. You know, for us to be able to build a house, I don't know whether you've ever engaged an architect and the architect comes to you and says, oh, it's going to be a nice building, don't worry. And the architect does not bring anything, a blueprint or any, like, I don't know how you're going to feel that, okay, I trust this architect, let him or her build their house. We don't do that. We to be able to build a great life, an excellent life, you need a blueprint. So we'll be teaching them what I call the RWT blueprint, Relationship Wisdom for Teens blueprint. And it has 6 modules. So for every module, we'll do it in 2 months. So that means that for 12 months, that's 1 year, we'd have covered all the 6 modules. So the first module will be the God relationship, as I shared earlier. They have to get their bearing with God, because it is out from that relationship with God that you can build a great identity, so that it's not the society telling you who you are. It's not what your peers will say that will form your identity, but you're going to dig into the word of God and get your identity from the word of God. So if God says it, that is it. And that foundation will set them up for life. We'll teach them how to read the word, how to engage in prayer, how to be discerning, walking with the Holy Spirit. These are all tools, because life will present us with a lot of challenges. Whether you are building on sand or whether you are building on the rock, the storm will come. And the storm will come and test your foundation. So let us give them the foundation very early. And that is why we're starting with the God relationship, to let God form their mindset. And that will put them steps ahead in life. So after that, the next module will be the me relationship. Because sometimes we grow and we realize that we do not even know ourselves. And we end up getting into friendships that we had no business getting into. We end up choosing courses that we had no business doing. So it's important that we let them know who they really are, what they contain, their strength, their weaknesses, and then we can guide them to be able to make the right choices out of who they really are. Because if you do not know who you are, how do you know who fits into that life later in life? So it's important that they get to know that very early. And then we will do what we call the Purpose Lab as module 3. Purpose is very important because many people grow old and they are unfulfilled because they never identify their purpose. There's a call of God upon our lives. There's something that God wants us to accomplish here on earth. And interestingly, until we find it, we may be doing other stuff and we are always unfulfilled and we are not happy. So fulfillment will come out of getting your purpose. So it's important that we help them to discover their purpose very early in life, and that will guide them as to even the career choices and the friendships and then the relationships that they will choose. And the next module is the Level Up Gym, as I call it. Everything about personal development. You have to be confident. We cannot continue to raise girls who cannot speak up, girls who do not have voices, girls who shrink, girls who are smart, but they cannot show what they are worth. We have to raise confident girls. We have to raise girls who have healthy boundaries, that they do not say yes to anything so that people end up taking advantage of them. We have to train girls who even know about finances. It's important. We train them in all of that. So that is what we'll be doing in the Level Up Gym. Everything about personal development, emotional intelligence, how to control their emotions. It is so needed. And there's no school that will put this in the curriculum to teach. You go to school, they are teaching us algebra, rhythms, Pythagoras theory, and all of that. That will not help you communicate with people.
No.
So that is what the Level Up Gym will help them do. And then the 5th model is relationship intelligence. Yes, we have to be intelligent. There are a lot of foolish virgins out there who are making a lot of mistakes. So it is high time that we get our girls' relationship intelligence. We do not just raise smart girls, but we raise girls who will be wise in love. And the last module, module 6, will be the RWT launch plan, that for everything that they have studied, we're going to teach them how to connect the dots. When they find themselves in toxic friendships, how do they discern? What do they do? What we give them templates on what they should do, communicating templates on how to go about it. So the last module will be more like a practical kind of session to really help them know how to make good use of the knowledge that they have received. Because you can have a lot of knowledge. If you do not put it into action, you are not wise, because wisdom is the application of knowledge. So we will also be doing a lot of Bible study into some characters in the Bible, like Mary, Esther, Ruth, and be able to pick some godly characters from them. So in all, it's going to shape your girl to be that confident woman who knows her worth and who knows what she stands for. And she would only enter relationships with the right tools, and she would enter it when the time is right. So for all that I've shared, we will be teaching that blueprint when it comes to the teen boys as well. But there are some peculiarities when it comes to boys. So we will be adding on some more to help them with leadership. Boys have to learn spiritual leadership, so how they can take charge of their lives, especially in the area of their spiritual lives. We have to teach boys responsibility. Boys should be responsible, that when this boy is at home, we know that everything is covered. They take charge. Boys who have self-control, boys who have financial wisdom, and they're not going to mismanage funds. So we also dive into characters in the Bible who would be like examples to these boys, like David, like Joseph. So all the great characters in the Bible who are men, we would also be using that to teach them. So in all, we're going to train these teens to get the life skills that they need, godly life skills, that they will have Christ-centered identity, they'll have a purpose, and they will have the tools to be able to navigate relationships. We will have, I work with a lot of coaches, so from time to time, we have our coaches coming up to also add up, and it's going to be a whole lot inside this program. And I just can't wait for the transformation that these teams will receive.
Nice, 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 nice. Oh, this is excellent, honestly. But you know, when you talked about leadership for boys, what ran through my mind was girls too. What about leadership for girls? Dr. Julia, you have to explain that leadership for boys, leadership for girls is also there, or it's not there.
So that will be in the confidence building. So when we teach them the confidence, it will help them know when they have to be out there, speak up, lead when they have to, and not always shrink in rooms.
Yeah, because women are also leaders. You and I are women now, so so when you say leadership for boys, that should cut across for girls too.
Oh yes.
We are having female presidents, female politicians, female pastors, female. So leadership for girls, I'm sure it will be there too. Yeah. They also now you and I. Okay. And you and I know girls who grow into women, even girls at schools. We have girls prefects, school prefects. Some are leaders. Some are girls who become school prefects, and they are leaders of the student body. So when you say leadership for boys, Dr. Julia, leadership for girls is also relevant. What do you say about that? Do they have that too as part of their package?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. I highlighted it for the boys because we need boys who would take charge and lead wherever they find themselves. And for the girls, we're doing a lot of the personal development, their confidence, so that they will be able to show out there and be able to speak up and not shrink in rooms. So the leadership bits will be covered for every one of these groups, and to be able to do what they have to do, like as girls and also as boys. Yeah. So that one will surely be covered. Yes.
Right. So my other concern is about the practical section. So you said the final model, there will be some practical section. If you can throw more light on how the practical sessions will take place. Yes, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, so the last model will be the RWT, Relationship Wisdom for Teens launch plan. So sometimes we can receive a lot of knowledge, but when we find ourselves in the situation, we are not able to use it. I can remember way back in medical school, I was the president of several groups. Proverbs 31 Ministries. I was always there for conferences, taking notes. This is what you have to do when choosing a life partner. But when the situation presented itself, I failed woefully. I could not identify red flags and I made the wrong choices. So this launch plan will connect the dots that for whatever we have been teaching them over the past months, we're going to make it practical. So if you are choosing a friend over the past months, you've had this friend and then your values do not align, this friend always gets you into trouble. So be taking them through some journaling prompts that will be very thought-provoking and help them. It will more like simulate the practical life out there so that when they find themselves in it, they would have done the work already inside the program and they would have the tools. Like you have the bullets, the enemy shows itself and you just shoot. Like, I know what to do. I've gotten a friend, our values do not align. This is what I've been taught. I would take the next step and get myself out of that toxic situation. So that will help them to be able to take the knowledge they have received, understand it so well, and be able to apply. Because it's only when we apply the knowledge we have received, that is when we become wise. That is when we can get the transformation. So that is what the launch plan bets will help them do.
Wow. No, this is good. Trust me. This is good. Yeah. We'll be signing up. This is good. So I think you said something about duration already. You said it's about 1 year, right?
Yes, it's going to be 12 months. And then we have like levels 1, 2, and 3. So if you have a 13-year-old, she's done like the first year, you're going to go up in levels in all of the knowledge that they will be receiving in the module. So if you want more depth, it's not just about doing 1 year and leaving. See how we started school from grade 1, grade 2, till we came to university, medical school, and we even did specialties and all. So you have to go in through the levels, stay in as long as you would want to, and get the depth so that when the situation presents itself, you will be equipped with the tools to be able to make the right choices. So it's a 1-year program, but you can renew after the 1 year and keep rising the levels. Yes.
Absolutely. Even you have compartmentalized it into 2. You have the from 13, that's the early teens, from 13 to, is it 15? Then 16 to 19. So it means if you even go through the model that is for 13 to 15, you have to even still prepare yourself to take up the next model. So minimum, that is what everyone should do, minimum. If they are not going to even stay in the other levels, but once you do the early teens, just know that you have the late teens program to also take up. So what will be the medium of engagement? Are you going to do virtual? Are there going to be some in-person interactions? How is it going to be like?
So it's going to be 100% online. It's going to be virtual. I am here in Ontario, Canada, and so wherever you are around the globe, you can join us because we'll be having our sessions on Zoom, and we have a private WhatsApp community where we share all the resources, and then also through your emails. So everything will be online. So where you are will not be a limitation. So you can join us.
Right. Nice. That's great. How about the payment plan? Kindly touch on that for us too.
Yeah.
Payment plan.
I wanted to add that even for the sessions, it's a flexible one. We have a lot of interactions inside of the WhatsApp private group, and then we would meet once every month to have mentorship sessions. So we do a lot of the work inside of the group. Then at the end of every month, the last Saturday of every month at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, that will be like 12 p.m. GMT, and we would have the session. So it's going to be flexible. So whether your daughter is in the university or in high school, whichever level they are, over the weekend, they can join in and they would be able to be a part of the sessions. And they would also have the replays. So for times that they are supposed to show up, but for times that genuinely they cannot be there, they can always catch the replay. So let's look at the investment. before I talk about the investment, remember that for everything, there is a price to pay. And sometimes the price that we do not pay now, we end up paying later because lack of knowledge, we will surely perish. So there's a flexible payment plan that you can decide that if I want to be in it for 12 months, the whole year, I can decide I'm going to do it monthly. So we have a monthly payment, we have 6 months payment, and then yearly. So we have enrollments going on. We have some teens who are already in it for the whole year. Some are in it for 6 months. And parents who would want to take it 1 month at a time, but they are going to renew it automatically every month. Because if you come in for 1 month, see the blueprint we are working with. You just get a little bit of your foundation and then you leave. You're not going to get the benefits. So it's important that you stay in. So even from as we move on, we will surely make it a 1-year program so that you pay 1 year and then we know that you are in, because I wouldn't want you to come 1 month and leave and you do not get the benefits, because it's not just a program, it's about the transformation. So we were having the early bird, but I know that if from this session we have parents who would want to enroll, because of Dr. Dery, we would open up the early bird for your people so that they can still use the early bird. So for the bird, 1 month is 179 Ghana cedis, and here is $17. So for your next fried rice and drink, you can decide to invest that every month. 179 Ghana cedis, $17. That investment is worth it. That investment will surely pay off. So that is the investment for the early bird. But if you are not coming from Dr. Dery and you're going the regular route, the registration is 259 Ghana cedi monthly. 259 Ghana cedi monthly. And if you're using the dollar, it's $25. So your next wig, your next designer bag, this would not even buy a wig. You need to invest it in your daughter's life. You need to invest it in your son's life, because she will thank you forever, because wisdom is the principal thing. And the price you do not pay now, you end up paying it later. So all the investment I'm going to put, maybe the next birthday for my son, the next birthday for my daughter, I'm going to plan this kind of cake. I'm going to this outfit. But what about celebrating birthdays when we are not building the children to be wise to take the decision? So let's prioritize and get them wisdom first. Yes, it's great to celebrate birthdays, great to have fun, but let's also prioritize wisdom and invest in them. And the good part is you can also cancel at any time. If you feel you want to cancel the membership at any time, yes, but I would always want you to stay in, get the full benefits. So $17 for the early bird. If you're coming from Dr. Dery, that is 179 Ghana cedis, and the regular rate per month is 259 Ghana cedis, or $25, which will not even buy your next week.
Honestly, it will not buy.
Oh, yeah,
but this is worth it. Honestly, if you ask me, it's worth it. It's worth it. So would they be getting a certificate at the end of, let's say, if somebody stay in the 1-year program, the 12-month program? At the end of it, will you give them a certificate to show that, okay, one has participated in the early teens program?
Oh, for now, we do not have certification as part of it, but as we move on, if anything comes up, we will surely update. But for now, transformation, yeah, is
it's important. It's important. Good. So, is there anything parents or guardians will have to do during the time that their teens are going through the mentorship session? Is there anything parents or guardians are expected to do? We want to know this in the sense of collaboration.
Yes.
These things are supposed to be done holistically and also in collaboration with family.
Absolutely.
Just
Yes.
like when our kids go to school, they go and learn, and when they come home, parents are also supposed to probably help them with their homeworks and
Yes.
supervise what they do, So is there anything you expect parents to also do at their end whilst their children are going through this mentorship program in order to maximize the benefits they get from it?
Yes. Yes. So we've made provision for that because as parents, we are the first mentors that our children are looking up to. So you are your teen's first relationship coach. You are the one giving them the first template for relationship. And this is to partner with you to do that work. We are not replacing you through this program. And even as part of our program, the parents are in the group, the WhatsApp group, so they get to know what their kids are doing every month.
Okay.
The parents are on the email list so that every month we have a parent focus. So for this month, we started even with God relationship. So parents last week received emails that they are the first to give their kids the right relationship with God. The blueprint for them to relate with God will start from the home. The kids are watching you. They will not do what you say. They will do what you do. So we are taking the parents along. They are part of the group. You have sessions with them from time to time to get feedback. And every month they are receiving updates, newsletters in their emails on the topic that we will be treating. So they will get to know their role, the role that they have to play, so that together we can get the transformation that we are looking for in their teams. So they are not left out. They are part of the program. And I realized that I've been in parental coaching programs, and I realized that anytime we go that, oh, I want my kids to learn this, we end up learning a lot and changing ourselves, because when we become, the children will also become. When they see mommy and daddy having a wonderful relationship, they are picking, oh, this is how a man is supposed to treat a woman. Boys who are picking from their dad, okay, this is how I'm supposed to treat a woman. So we give them the first examples right from the home. So we take the parents along as we go through the program.
You see, but it's important parents are taking along. And I'm happy you said the WhatsApp group, parents are part. Are the parent part of the kids' WhatsApp group, or you have a WhatsApp group for the parents separately?
So the group is mostly for the announcement and for journaling prompts. So they are all in that group so that you get to know what their kids are supposed to do. So even if your kid is in the university, you tell her, have you done the journaling prompt for Monday? Are you prepared for the session on Saturday? Okay, you connect the Zoom and all of that. So we are taking them along. But in all of that, we would also let the teens know that your parents are not here to be like eagles.
No.
No, they are just there to know what you are learning so that they can complement that home. And kids who go through the program for 6 months will have one-on-one sessions with me where it will be absolute confidentiality. They can pour out and share all their grievances, and I will be able to help them with their confidential challenges as well. Yeah.
But you see, the aspect that the parents are part of the group, I like it. I like it because, some of us will be thinking, what are they teaching our children? The areas that the mentor says she's going to take, is she really taking those areas with them? So honestly, I will be comfortable being in the same WhatsApp group where my kids are to see what is happening. So I like your structure. Honestly, if you had said, oh, there's a new WhatsApp group, there'll be a different WhatsApp group for parents. Well, that would have been your structure, but I would have still preferred I'm in there and see what is going on. Like you said, we are not supposed to be there to like jump on their necks or anything. No, it's supposed to be a collaboration. It's something we're supposed to be doing at home as parents. We have a mentor who is also in to help us, achieve it well and make the work easier. So it's a good model, it's a good structure, and well done, Dr. Julia. Yes. So aside what parents are supposed to do, what are the teens also supposed to do outside the mentorship section because they come and learn all the wisdom, all the things you tell them to do. What are they expected to do on their own to also maximize the benefit from the program?
Yes, this is very important. I always say that you can have like the state of the art, like gym, like even in your home, but if you never go there and pick the tools and use it, you will never build the muscle. So they can receive a lot of tools inside of the program, but if they never put it into practice, if they are not consistent with it, they are not going to get the full benefit. So we have a set of rules that they would have to follow. They have to make sure that they are committing to all the journaling prompts, all the assignments that we give in, the deadlines. We want to instill discipline in them. They have to make sure that they are following up on it. There'll be times that they would have to do stuff in their home to show what they are learning, like be part of church programs, be part of ministries in church as part of building a relationship with God. So we'll be getting all the feedback from them, what they are doing with the knowledge that they are getting from the program. And hand in hand, we will be able to help them to put into practice whatever we are teaching them. So we'll put all the measures in place, the supervisory kind of support, so that we get them to be able to put into practice whatever they would be learning.
Great. And you see, this will even satisfy the practical aspect too that you talked about in the lunch, the final model. So, like you said, they are expected to take up some roles outside or in the community and all that. So that even become practical sections for them to apply what they are picking up from you. And again, parents are even there in the group and knowing the information or the mentorship programs or coaching they are getting, and parents expect them to translate that into practical, terms. So that helps, and that becomes a great collaboration that should yield great benefit. Dr. Julia, well done again. Well done again. Right. So we are at another interesting stage.
Great.
Tell us about your books and your programs, other programs you have, so that if people are interested in it, they can sign up to those ones too. And tell us about your books and where we can get them to buy. I think that is also those are very important.
Thanks so much for this opportunity to talk about my healing pharmacy. I talk about my resources, the healing pharmacy, because I believe that we all have encountered some stuff in life that we all need to heal from. When we talk about healing, people will think, oh, I don't have heartbreak. I'm divorced, so I don't need healing. We have all gone through stuff growing up, and we all need to get the resources in the healing pharmacy. So I have 4 books. They are all hard copies out there, and there are soft copies out there. So I have the first one. Let me show them to you.
Right.
The first one is the breakup painkiller. So
I know this one.
Breakup painkiller. So this one is a step-by-step guide to help you to heal from any kind of trauma, to heal from breakup, to heal from divorce, anything that has broken you, any kind of betrayal, any kind of loss. You have all the capsules in this book to help you heal. And it doesn't only help you heal, but it equips you going forward. It equips you for life. So this is like a life manual. And even if you've never even sustained any heartbreak or any brokenness, you still need to read the breakup painkiller. Then it's a healing pharmacy. So we have what I call vitamin C. The vitamin C, these are 200 capsules to help you heal. So as you are taking your painkiller, you are adding up the vitamin C to help enhance. You see, when we have wounds, we give vitamin C. It helps
to help wound healing.
So every day you have a capsule to take in.
Right.
Like you are stepping out and you read one, it says that emotional baggage is such a heavy load to continue carrying year after year. It's time to offload. Let go and let God take over. So you take this capsule in throughout the day. you are brooding over it, and you are taking the steps to offload all the baggage. Then we have another vitamin, vitamin D. Vitamin D comes from the sun, and the sun helps our lives to shine. The sun brings a lot of radiance into our life. So vitamin D is an inspirational guide for calm and joy. Everybody needs vitamin D. It has a lot of devotions, 60 devotions, and you pick it every day, you get inspired, you get encouraged to be able to move on. So everybody needs vitamin D. And the fourth book is an interesting one. It's called Vitamin X.
Vitamin X. I thought it was vitamin K.
As the name implies, X. Throughout my work, I've met people who say, I cannot forget my X. I cannot get out of my head. So this one, it helps to get your X out of your head for good. Get your X out of your head for good. So that is what vitamin do. So all the books, they are hard copies. If you are in Ghana, you can always order the hard copies. We'll surely put it in the link. You can get it from Kumasi. They are available. And from wherever you are in Ghana, it will be delivered to you at a small fee. So if you are in Ghana, we'll surely put a link maybe in the description when we are posting this, and then you will be able to place your order. And I bet you will surely transform your life. And for those who love e-copies, yes, I have my online shop, and you'll get e-copies of all these books. We have vitamin D and then Breakup Painkiller are also on Amazon. So if you are anywhere around the world, you can get it on Amazon as well. But my online shop will have all these books in the soft copy form. So my online shop too, we have a lot of online courses. If you want to get your groove back after heartbreak, we have it there. We have instant happiness. Some people have lost their joy in life because of what they have been through. So that instant happiness really helps. And we have one other course. It's also around vitamin X. It's called Egg Detox. That is so loaded that it helps you. You listen to me speaking, and it's helping you to detox your eggs of your body. And is powerful.
Right.
So I have all those resources in my online shop.
Right.
From RWT, I have what I call the Healing Gym coaching program. So from time to time, we enroll women, especially who need to heal from breakups or from divorce. And that program helps them. It's a gym. So I give you all the tools to go through your healing. So everything about healing, you can reach out. I have one-on-one sessions. So for those who do not prefer group sessions, you can book the one-on-one sessions, and you can have the time and help you find some clarity, no matter the challenge that you will have yourself in. And I also have a one-on-one for singles. We call it Clarity in 30. So it's for 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. You're in a relationships, you're in a relationship, there are a lot of problems, challenges, there's some red flags you're confused about. Just book that 30 minutes and your eyes will open. You shine your eyes in that session. It will help you know the next step to take. So everything around relationships for singles, then bringing up teens, and then healing from heartbreak and divorce, you can reach out. So we'll surely share the link as to how you can get any of these services. I hope we have done justice.
Yeah, you are. No, there's one you haven't mentioned. Is it no more mistakes in there's something have you mentioned that? That also caught my attention when I was reading your bio.
Yes, so that is a free group for singles. It's called the No More Relationship Mistakes Community.
No more relationship mistakes.
So every week on Fridays, we do have sessions, and last week we were even we had Q&A sessions, so that I help them. I realized that sometimes we need wisdom so that we be able to make the right choices. So that's my passion, to also pour into the younger ones so that they have the wisdom to be able to discern and make the right choices. And I always say that I should be the last foolish virgin. I should be the last one who missed relationship red flags. I should be the last one. No more relationship
No
mistakes.
more. Yes, because you are here to let people learn from your
Yeah.
mistakes
So
and
don't do
not to
anything.
repeat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great sacrifice you are making. God bless you. God bless you. You didn't say anything about prices of the books.
Okay. So if you are in Ghana, the hard copy it used to be 200 CDs, but for now it's at 100 CDs so that a lot of people can get it. All the others, 50 Ghana CDs, 50
Right.
all the vitamins. So let
Right.
others come in and we'll
Right.
deliver to you wherever you are.
Right. Beautiful. Well done. God bless you. Yes. So this program is about youth, it's about teenagers, it's about adolescents, the younger generation. So we always want our guests to give them some words of encouragement, some take-home words so that they can also carry it along. So anything for our younger generation, Dr. Julia.
So what I would want to tell our younger generation is that you need wisdom to build formidable life. I can't overemphasize that. And you should know that you're not too young to walk in wisdom. When we look at the Bible, the time that David fought the giant Goliath, he was a teen. And
Yeah.
Jesus, even at age 12, was found in the temple engaging with the scholars. When Mary had to take care of, be the mother of Jesus, she was a teenager. So do not underestimate your useful period. There's so much that you can do. There's so much that God can use you for, but it's also the enemy's strategy to take that time from you so that you are not able to build that foundation to have a successful life. So in all thy getting, get wisdom, because wisdom preserves and wisdom will save your life. So for everything, remember that you have to seek wisdom because it takes wisdom to build a life. I'll leave you with this verse from Proverbs 24, verse 3 to 4. Look at the Amplified version and then meditate on it because it says that through godly and skillful wisdom, a house, a life, a home, a family is built. And by understanding, it is established on a sound and good foundation. And by knowledge, its rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. So you cannot do without wisdom because when you walk in life ignorant, you will perish.
Mm.
Many have gone through life ignorantly and they ended up as casualties. And I do not want you to end up as a casualty. So take charge of your useful period. Put yourself in the right places, in the right circles where you will receive wisdom so that you will be able to build a formidable life. So in all thy getting, get wisdom.
Wisdom.
I want to see you inside relationship wisdom for teens so I can guide you on this journey.
Nice. Thank you so much. This is priceless, This advice is priceless. We are grateful. The younger generation, they are grateful to you. And I'm sure a lot of parents are going to sign up their team for this program. Thank you. Viewers, we have come to the end of today's episode of Youth Empowerment Series. I believe you have benefited from this important discussion. Let us try and sign up our teens for this program because they stand to benefit from it greatly. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet done so and turn on the notification bell when you do so that when we post the next video, you will be notified to check on it. Thank you for staying with us. See you soon. Bye-bye.